So I got 3 appointments this morning for our roofer in Florida, all 3 with condominium/apartment complexes. 2 of them got hit by the storm pretty bad. They need repairs on pretty much all their units. And then the other one, they're having some issues with their stoffing, some sort of exterior related stuff that I talked to my client about, something they can handle. So 2 of those are going to happen tomorrow, and another one's going to happen on Wednesday. Also got an appointment for our roofer in Colorado. It's with a huge property management company. We're actually going into their office to talk about their 85 properties and potentially becoming, a trusted vendor for a handful of these properties since the volume of them are so big. And then I also got one for our roofer in New York. It's with a Jewish synagogue. They need quotes for a slate re-roof / major repairs. And they also want a quote for masonry repair. So the brick siding and whatnot, that's something our client really likes that they handle. So 5 appointments on the day so far, all pretty good opportunities.
All right, so I got one for my Davenport IT client today. I actually left this guy a voicemail last week. He's VP of sales for an HVAC company. They have about 30 users, he said, 20 computers, the rest tablets, stuff like that. They utilize the company sometimes for, as he said, it's stuff that they don't like to do, but they're primarily in-house. They're taking bids from vendors right now on getting a 3-in-1 printer, fax, copier machine, and they're also kind of curious on what all we could do for them. So I got a meeting set up. We're going to head out there next week. Monday afternoon, actually, so it should be a pretty good one.
Got one of my clients out in Pennsylvania. It is with the township out there. Spoke with the president. They have somebody internally who's kind of managing it, but figured it might be worth bringing a second opinion as far as like outsourcing some help, any additional support, and overall just seeing what it looks like. Scheduled for sometime in the middle of December, so it should be pretty good.
I got one for my client out in Kansas City today. It's a dental office. We got 2 locations, 15 users, 1 server on site, 1 remote. Just want to see if we can be more responsive than their current provider.
I got one for a Pennsylvania client. It's about 15 users with the controller. They're looking to evaluate new IT options, looking for a partner that's more responsive and proactive in solving their needs instead of just reactive. So really good opportunity set for January next month for an in-person meeting. They want a proposal. Should be a good one.
I got an appointment for my janitorial client in Denver with a restaurant. They currently have in-house cleaners, but they have a couple projects that they want some quotes for. So we're going to go out there next week and see what we can do for them.
What are we at? 10? I heard Roger and Mace cooking? No? No Roger? 12. Maybe Mace? Sweet. 11, 12? Nice. Great start, first day back. Who's got some good? Some good to talk about.
I'll start it off. Got one with our client out in Kansas City. It's with a dental office, 2 locations, about 15 end users, 1 server, and then another one's cloud.
Dental office. Let's go. That's exactly what they wanted, right? Yeah. Nice job. Adam?
Yeah, I got one for our roofer in Florida this morning. It's with an apartment complex. They got 11 buildings with some additional duplexes. Really need repairs on almost all of them. So we're actually going to go out tomorrow afternoon.
Nice. Who else?
I got one roofer in Flint. It's with a barbershop. I spoke with the owner. He said he was taking a handful of quotes over his property and just planning on doing the project in a couple months. So we're going out Wednesday.
Nick?
CD Strong Roofing got the siding job on a garage in North County, and I spoke to the owner of a property management company, so hopefully it will lead to more down the road.
Let's go. Way to start December. Who else? Zeke?
Got one in Canada, 2 locations. Once to know our subscriptions for like Office 365, phones, all that, and there's 2 locations.
Anyone else? Nothing. Proposals, closed deals? Long weekend?
Yeah, New Mexico roofer got out a proposal for just over $446,000. Multi-locations at an apartment complex. Need multiple buildings done. And the other one would be a little bit till numbers. But went out onto an appointment. Retail strip is hail damage. We're recommending a full tear out. So suggesting to them to go to insurance. Just won't have numbers until insurance gets back to us.
Plus. Any others? Mace?
My client Toledo's final presentation for 9,000 MRR deal coming up on Friday.
Let's go.
Got a pretty good one today for my guys out in Fargo. I spoke with this facilities director for a church and a school. Talked to him last week, told me he didn't know what his schedule was and he was out of the office, so to follow up with him today. Gave him a call, told me he either wants a re-roof quote or a repair quote on their shingled roof. They have 3 different buildings out there. It's around 51,000 square feet total. So we're going to go out there next week. We're going to meet with them, talk about the project they're really wanting to do. And then when it gets better for the weather up in Fargo, we're going to go on the roof and assess everything. And then we're going to give them a quote for the re-roof for the repairs that are needed. So next week should be a pretty good day for my guys out in Fargo.
I got one for my roofer in Flint with the barbershop. I spoke with the owner. He said that he was actually taking quotes because they had a lot of trouble spots with their roof. They're going to do the project in the summer, so they wanted us to come out this week to give a quote now.
Got one today for my roofing contractor in Southern California. It's with the property manager who's got 6 facilities, wants us to do a walkthrough, a pretty old roof for one of his properties, so we're going out there next week and should be the start of a good relationship.
Okay, so one of the last tasks I did to finish up the month of November was create a bunch of records full of property management companies in the St. Louis area for CD Strong. I called a bunch of them this morning and was able to get a job for them on Wednesday morning. It's a siding job on a garage on a residential property in North County. Looking forward to getting more opportunities from those records soon.
Got one up in Canada, 70 users, 2 locations. He's looking for pricing on Microsoft 365 subscriptions, his voice software, as well as what our pricing looks like on IT support, just in case the need arises. Right now he's in-house, but you never know what's going to happen.
I got an appointment today for my client down in Florida. I had spoke to the property manager of the apartment complex. They have about 15 buildings. Currently dealing with some active damage from after that storm. They're still taking bids on some projects, so we're going to be going out there later this week to provide a bid on most likely a re-roof and maybe some repairs.